What do your feet look like right now? Do you have feet?
Um, armor, maybe.
Okay, interesting. If you were to hold your hand out in front of your face, what would it look like?
Armor,
Okay,
blue and silver.
blue and silver.
Yeah,
Wow, that sounds nice. Do you feel masculine or feminine?
masculine.
Okay, and what are you looking at right now?
Mm, I think there's a dragon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there was a fight.
Okay. Is it still going on or is it over now?
It's over. It's
Okay.
just it's just me, but there was a fight. There was a fight, a war, maybe.
Wow. So are you the only armored person standing around there right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you, so all this, it must have been smoke that the dragon made then, I guess, that you were seeing?
Yeah, no, I think it's fog.
Okay. It's just fog. Okay. What were you doing just as we popped in here?
I was just standing.
Okay. Okay. Did you see the dragon? Where's the dragon at?
It's in the it's in the it's farther away from me.
Okay. Okay.
Not close.
So there's something around here that's important. Are we looking for something?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know this.
Let's look around a little bit and just see what we find. Well, first, I just want you to just kind of like walk in, kind of turn in a 360 a little bit and look above and below and just get a real good look of everything and tell me if there's anything interesting that catches our eye at all.
Uh, It's it's I have to walk to it to see it. I can't see from here. I have to
Okay,
walk.
let's go.
Okay.
All right, so we'll go walking. And are you on a path? Or are you walking over, just climbing over rocks?
No,
Or
I'm just kind of walking blind
okay,
because it's like I can't see what's there before. I don't really like this.
okay. We can back out of here anytime we want.
It's making
Um,
me itch.
what's that?
It's making me itch.
It's making you itch.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
I
tell you what.
don't know.
Let's fast forward. I'm going to count from 3 down to 1, and when I get there, we're going to move forward to a time that is important in this lifetime, okay, for this individual. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1. Be there now. All right. So, do you still have armor on? Or something different?
Mm, I don't know. I don't understand.
So, if you look down at your feet, what do you see?
Sandals.
Okay. And if you hold out your hand in front of you, what does it look like?
Um, just it's white, but it
Okay.
has leather banding bracelet kind of
Okay.
over the hand.
Okay. And you still feel like a man, and you still feel like you're the same man, right?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect. Are you indoors or outdoors?
outdoors.
Okay. And what does the scenery look like now?
Uh, it's a boat.
Oh, it's
Boat.
a boat. Interesting.
Boat.
Okay. And this is a moment that's important in this life, too, something that needed to be learned here. So, what seems to be happening on the boat? What's the general mood there?
Kind of hectic.
Okay. How big of a boat is this?
It's a pretty big. I I think that there's a dragon. I think it's attacking or something. They're scared of the sky.
Okay. Scared of the sky.
Yeah, it's something above is the enemy. Yeah, I think it's a dragon.
Oh, my goodness. Now, I want you to remember that you're here as an observer. Nothing bad can happen to you, and you are safe in every way, okay? We're just observing, right? But I know that they have they're probably pretty nervous right now. So I don't want you to worry about that. You don't have to feel that, okay?
Yeah, yeah, they're nervous. I'm not nervous. They're nervous though.
Good, good. And is this like a sailboat or a rowboat or
No, it's bigger than that, but it's primitive.
like a Viking ship type of thing? Or
Maybe, yeah.
tell me about these guys that are in the boat with you. What do they look like?
Mm, uh, they're big and burly.
Okay. Are they wearing helmets?
Silver,
Yep.
silver and white. Silver and blue colors
Hmm.
is their colors that they have on the ship and
Okay.
on them. There's like seven, eight, nine. They're just they're scared.
Okay. And you're not, so that must mean you. I almost feel like these guys are wearing your colors.
Mm, I don't know.
Are you? Let me ask you this: Are these guys? Are they rowing? Are they pointing bow and arrow up to the sky? Are they holding shields up? Are they just kind of ducking? I mean, what are they doing?
Yeah, they have shields and they have fire.
Like a torch or something?
Yeah, but they're not helping. They're not doing anything.
Okay. And what are you doing? Are you doing the
I'm
same thing
just
as them or
sitting
different?
there. I guess I'm driving the boat. I guess. I guess I'm driving it. I don't really know.
Okay,
It's
but you're
weird
like
how,
up higher on the deck, right?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
just looking at them.
Okay. And so everybody's looking to you for some reason, I would guess. Maybe they think you're gonna help with the dragon, or you're gonna give them tell them what to do,
Yeah,
or
but I think I'm fine with the dragon, but they're not.
oh, okay. So you're not even concerned about it. You don't think it's a problem. Like it might even just come by to say hi.
Yeah, I'm okay. They're not.
Okay. So let me ask you this: do you actually have instead of just being okay with the dragon, do you actually have like an affinity for this particular dragon? Do you know who it
I
is?
I think we're okay. I think we're friends.
Okay. Okay. And so you've known this dragon for quite some time.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're friends. We're okay. I told them they don't have to fear him.
Right. Okay, so everything's going fine there. Good, good. Okay, so let me ask you this. Did you meet this dragon way back in the day where we were at before? And that's when you guys
Maybe,
became friends?
maybe. I know this dragon is my friend for a long time.
Yeah, I feel like that first scene we're at might have been when you guys met. Do you think that was you guys were just about to meet?
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe I don't know. I think maybe at the beginning there was another battle with the dragon there too.
Oh, okay.
I think people are fighting him, but I'm trying to tell them they don't fight, that they shouldn't fight him.
Right on, right on. Well, so whether you can see the dragon or not, you know this dragon. You can imagine it in your mind's eye. Can you describe it to me?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
it's beautiful colors, and it's kind of how I seen dragons before, but it's sweet and peaceful, and it's like a pet.
Okay.
It's like a friend,
Does it have a name?
but it's big. Um, May, May,
May?
May, May. I don't May, Malay.
Melee?
I don't know.
Okay.
May,
May. Okay, good.
May,
Okay, so
Malay.
Mally?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you think the dragon is it a boy or a girl?
I think it's a girl.
The girl. Okay. And can you call it in to come say hi? Is it just like scouting away out the front way for us or something? Or is it coming here to give us a message? Or
Yeah, I think I can go with it. Can I try? Can I go with it?
yeah, go with it. Yeehaw!
Okay.
So tell me, how's that happening? The dragon flies down, what, picked you up with his claw, or you just jumped on his neck? How did it go? Tell me.
Yeah, I just got on.
Yeah, all right. And it's got like it's got wings, right?
Yeah,
Okay, and you guys are like flying right now?
yeah.
All right. Um, okay, so now we want to. Hi there, dragon. Should we call you May or Maylee or Mally? What works? Would work good for today?
Malaya.
Malaya. There we go. Ooh, that's beautiful name, Malaya. And Malaya, what is the name of this fine person that's riding on top of you right now?
Roshea.
Roshea?
I don't know.
Okay.
Roche.
Roche. Okay. And Malaya, how long have you known this person?
Always.
Always. Okay. So, what year is this?
No time.
Okay. Is this on Earth?
No.
Okay. All right. And in this time or place, um, there were dragons and humans. And
There.
yeah. Is it all right? Can you ask Malaya if it's all right if I ask her a couple of questions?
Yeah.
Malaya, what have we come here to learn? What are we learning right
To trust.
now? Okay.
I need her to trust
Trust in what?
herself.
And are you one of her guides?
Yes.
Okay. Are you also maybe an ancestor or a relative, anything like that?
Not in this life.
Okay. But in past ones, maybe?
Yes.
Okay. Um, she she has some questions that are prepared here for today, and I would like to ask them on her behalf. Would it be okay if we ask you the ones that you're feel capable to answer?
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right, we really appreciate meeting you, Malaya. First of all, at the beginning of this current lifetime that you were showing us, what was she learning there? She got all itchy. Why did she get itchy?
She's nervous about this session.
Okay.
She needs to relax
Yeah.
and just be.
And Malaya, can you help her to relax a little bit? Just kind of pour a little peace and love into her heart and just help her relax.
I'm trying. I am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I hear that she's got a lot of guides, right? She's got relatives and things like this, and you. And it seems like there's a lot of people watching out for her. Is that right?
Yes. Lots of help.
Okay. And she's starting to kind of come into some a mediumship. She feels like she hears some of her deceased relatives, but she's just never confident about that. Would you say that it is really her deceased relatives that she's hearing?
Oh, yes. She used to be very fluid with her communication, and it seems like recently she just keeps doubting it, but she knows. She's always heard them and known them.
Right, because it's so obvious, and there's just certain things that only a certain person would say to you, right?
Yes, there's phrases.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting. Um, one thing we were talking about before the session, why are her hands so like her palms? They're so wrinkled, so many lines on them.
Visual confirmation of her old soul ancestry,
Also,
just so she can see and know and have that blatant connection.
right, right. And is there some specific mission that she's down here on that might be different than other people's, or something she might need to know?
She's a voice. She's got a lot of people that need her help, and she needs to do. what she's supposed to do.
So she's supposed to be a light worker, a way shower, a peacemaker, what?
She's a light worker, but more than that, too.
How so?
She's learned from masters.
She learns from masters, like in her sleep.
Yes, she learns always.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Is this a time of activation for her, or is she still supposed to be kind of waiting before she gets activated?
No, this is fully activating.
Okay,
She'll never go back to a sleep.
okay, that's wonderful. It's wonderful. Um, what if we were to say like talk about maybe galactic origins? What other planet might resonate the most with her?
Hmm. I cannot say.
Okay, that's fine.
All planets
Yeah,
are dimensions that have been visited and will return.
exactly. So she's been to them all, and you couldn't say she's from one or another, right?
Yeah, she has relationship to Sirius,
Okay,
but none more than the next.
okay, excellent. Um, she was curious about why she has issues with her weight.
It's self-love, she knows. It's just about her self-love and learning to love in a more pure manner that's more than looks and what this world has limited to.
Having like the confirmation of today's session should be good to help her know that she's never alone, and hopefully that'll help a little bit.
Yeah, she should know that.
Okay, and is it is it like a just a discipline and willpower thing, or is it more of a mental block that's caused by a lack of self love?
It's so much. It's she knows these things and it's just her again. And hopefully from this session she won't have to be continually told and she can finally grow. And I know that I'm sounding irritated right now, but I am a little bit tired of having to go over these same issues over and over when it's what she knows.
Fair enough. I'll try to move on quickly. Thank you. You are a dragon after all. Um, which, by the way, lovely to talk to you, and we appreciate the time.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Now, what's with her deja vu feeling she gets from childhood? She gets this vision of herself being alone on the planet. What's that coming from?
That came from when she got here the first time.
Oh,
Hmm.
and so it was like her earliest memory of Earth, basically.
Yeah, that's her very first memory.
Okay. And was she really alone on the planet, or did she just feel that way?
She was alone.
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
She was alone in every sense of being alone, that she didn't have contact with any being. She made it as she was from what she was in that moment.
so how did she come to be here in that moment? Did somebody send her here? Did she want to come here? Was it a mission? Tell me that story, please.
That was her choice to come
Hmm.
as she was and her choice to create from a point of pureness.
Hmm. And what kind of things did she create?
All of existence until now.
Wow, super cool. Um, so, are you saying all of existence started with Earth? There's places older than Earth out there.
All of existence in this life, all of existence that is what is relevant to this moment, all of existence that is what is knowing in this 3D life here now.
Wow. Could you explain to me a little bit about that process of creation and how it works and how it's done?
Yes, creation is many times over, it's many things, it's something that happens all over the place. Creation is learning. We are created to expand. There are many different things created, meaning worlds and lives and experiences to get all different views.
Yeah, I always hear about this thing about like we all kind of are creating our own reality basically every second of the day. Is that right?
Yes, we create it all. You create the past, you create the present, you create the future. You are everything. I am everything. We are the same. We
Right.
are together. We are separate.
And that's why to each individual soul, there's basically nothing here until they get here.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Super deep. Let's take a moment to try to absorb that. Okay. All right. So let me get back on track here. She is curious about if she will ever meet her twin flame or will they end up together?
Um, yes, she will not end up with her twin flame like that.
Okay.
Her her twin flame is gone for now.
Okay. Okay. And she's also curious about why she chose to be a single mother. Or was that, I'm assuming that's something that she chose ahead of time. Is that right?
There's karma. There's karma that must be undone. There's things and lessons, and she is making up for an immense amount of activity that was done in previous lives in this life by how she's chosen to live it. She
Oh,
can
okay.
do right and do good and undo many lifetimes of karmatic loops.
Oh, wonderful. That's great news. Okay. Is there any one particular life that is affecting this one right now the most that we could talk about a little?
There are many.
Okay. Then let me try to dial it in a little bit. I feel a sense of past life issues with the sister, with her sister. They love each other, but they fight a lot.
Oh, yes.
Is that a
They have
past
been
life?
together. They have been together a lot. They have had many relationships. They have love to be found in this one. It must be found. It must be held. They teach each other lots of things. Their fights are lessons. Their lessons must be learned, and the fights will stop.
Sure, that makes sense. I always say that if you're in a fight, then you did something wrong, right? I mean, like you, obviously you have to be wrong on some level, or you wouldn't be fighting.
Yeah, the fights show them what's wrong with themselves.
Oh yeah, because whatever triggers you is what you need to work on.
Yes.
And since they both
And
trigger each other so much, they're huge tools.
what triggers somebody else about you is it it's what you see in the other person is really what you see in yourself. So whatever she does that irritates, that's really something that you do that irritates.
Right? Right. So they say like as above, so below. Something can't annoy you unless it's reflecting an aspect of yourself back at you, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then the other thing I want to talk about past, well, I want to talk about the eczema. What's the cause of that?
She knows.
Does she? All right. Is there something that could be done about it?
Quit eating poison. You
Oh, okay.
poison yourself.
Okay.
You poison yourself. There are side effects.
Right. Right. And they're not really side effects. They're actually just effects, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Um, Malia, would it be okay if we were to start a body scan on her now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. If you could just scan the body, and if there is any um, implants, attachments, irregularities for us to talk about, if you could just stop and tell me about that, and otherwise just kind of fix everything as you go, please. And it would be okay if I continue to ask questions while you're doing that?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Malia. What is the most important message that you have for Lauren today?
I need to stop redoing the same thing over and over. I'm getting frustrated. I'm sorry. I am angry.
Calm down.
I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. But I'm not frustrated, but I'm frustrated. I just need to express the urgency of her realizations. We need not keep talking of things we already know.
Right. And so basically, the message that I'm hearing is that time is running short. We need you at the top of your game right now, doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Is there any more you can tell me about her mission? What she's meant for, and why somebody like her was put here at this time?
To gather the women.
Gather the women.
It's time to gather the women.
Okay. By the way, Malaya, have Lauren and I ever met in a previous life?
Oh, yes.
And Lisa as well, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. Could so it sounds like you're saying more than once.
Yes, you're familiar. Your oversoul's the same.
Oh, okay. That's super cool. So we're like relatives in a way.
Yes.
All right, that's super cool. Um, so our oversoul is the same.
Yeah.
Okay, so was the other question was I've really been wondering about is she was taking this QHHT class and then she felt guided to not take the tests and finish it until she had this session. So first of all, was her gut feeling on that correct? Is that what was supposed to go down?
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell me why? What's up with that?
It'll be easier after this day to complete.
Okay, because she'll understand it from a different perspective now.
Yes.
Okay, and so the QHHT is something that is meant for her to work on and continue doing.
Yes, it's not her sole purpose, but it will be of great aid to what she is to do with the women.
Okay, okay, right. Because just like for me, I get so much information trickling in, and so it helps me to be more on path.
Definitely.
Right. Okay. And so that's how to help her. Awesome. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, and so then was she sent to me specifically? Could just because we have the same oversoul, I guess, right?
Yes, you were agreed to help her with her awakening process because her awakening she knew was going to be very difficult.
Oh, okay. So the single mother thing was really about paying off karma and getting her up to speed. Right. So I understood that answer correct, right?
Yes, there
Okay.
are instances where she didn't have patience, where she was quick to judge others
Hmm.
and be rash and harsh. Now, with this life, she will learn true patience and true unconditional love.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful message. Okay. And her sister, Lindsay, she wants to know if she's going to have a boy or a girl.
It's a girl.
That's awesome. All right. And what is the connection between her mother and Native Americans since her blood doesn't have that much Native American?
She was native in past generations. Seventh generation with Crazy Horse. She was with him. She was wife of Crazy Horse.
Oh, wow. Interesting. And if Crazy Horse was here today, what message would he want to give to her?
This is the seventh generation.
This is
This is the time we go back to our people. This is love. This is of earth. This is for us.
wow. Okay. So it sounds like you're kind of talking about the new Earth there, right?
I am.
Is there anything you could tell us about the new Earth? I'd love to hear stories about it and how it's going to be different.
It is everything that is love. It is everything that is light. It
Fantastic.
is perfect. It is coming.
So exciting. All right. Um, okay. Why did her grandmother commit suicide?
She had to leave. She was she was hurting so bad that it was not going to be of benefit to anyone else, but just only destruction to others.
So was this a mental thing or a physical thing?
It was a lot. She was traumatized. She was light worker.
Hmm.
This this earth was hard for her. She was not from here originally.
Hmm.
She did not have the karma. She had trauma. She had it bad, but she did good.
All right, right. So it was basically she had just had as much as she could take. It was a very intense experience.
Yes, and she left. When she left Earth, she left. And that's why she couldn't be heard. That's why she was gone because she left Earth and it was a while before she could come back and connect with the loved ones that she had in this life.
And what would Momo say to Lauren today if she was here? Would she like to say? In fact, would she like to say something?
Yeah, that she's proud and she knew and she's proud and she's always there.
And how about how would she guide Lauren as far as to any grief or guilt that she might have from that situation?
Let it go. It's all love. And as far as loved ones go, they'll come around and I will be able to aid in a way of showing them your gifts.
All right, all right. She wants to know what's her, and you may have already answered this, so please don't get frustrated with me on this one. She wants to know what her main task is at this time as her role as a light worker. Is there anything different than what you've already told me?
Her main tasks right now are to get herself healthy, mind, body, and soul.
Right?
It's time to drop the 3D. Drop everything that does not serve. This is
Yeah.
known, but it is not enforced. It is time to act on. It's time for action. No more talking. Time for doing.
Yes. Okay. We love it. Thank you. All right. And she's concerned about generating abundance that she would need to do all she can for family and others. What's your
It's
opinion on that topic?
it's there. It's all there. It's there. It will come as needed. That is something not needed to be worried about or even thought about. It has never not been there when it was needed. It is always there. It will always be there.
Excellent. And there are times, let's see, just a minute here. Okay, we already know that. She has always spoken of a new covenant. Why is this so near dear to her heart?
Because it's what she is. It is what she herself must understand as going in to teaching these other people. It's that this is light and this is love, and that is all that matters. She's always known it. It's because there was an old one that doesn't apply to the people, and what they need to learn is a new covenant. That's just the word she was brought up to learn, but it just has to do with she knowing that the ways of thinking on a mass level have to change when it comes to an end of the way that life used to be in the beginning of the new earth and what is to come. And that is that there is no fear, that nobody is damned, and everybody is accepted and loved if they are love and they love.
Beautiful. And why does how does she happen to have such a close connection to Jesus?
Jesus is her ascended master. He's always been very close to her. They are truly friends and have been friends.
She has been an ascended master herself.
No,
Okay.
Jesus is her ascended master.
Okay. What is the meaning to the scars on the right foot and right hand?
Reminder, just reminders
Okay. A reminder of what?
that she's like Jesus, that that's her master, to be
Right.
like Jesus.
Right. Keep that connection strong.
Mhm.
Okay. And if he were here with us today, what message would he want to give to Lauren?
That she's love, that everything that consumes you in this life, the mundane, it doesn't matter. What matters is to appreciate every second that you can feel, every second that you can breathe, and that you have this ability on this plane just to enjoy every moment to its fullest at all times. Operate in love and light. And that's all.
Okay. Hey, I just had this totally off topic thought, but if Lauren and I have the same oversoul, and Lisa and I also have the same oversoul, all three of us have the same oversoul, right?
Yes.
How many people are there on the planet right now that is true for?
Thousands.
Really?
Thousands. There are only a number of oversouls, 12 oversouls.
Oh, there's only 12 oversouls?
12, and then the 12 is divided into many, many more.
Right, right.
And it's more oversouls and oversouls and oversouls. 3 layers.
Okay.
There are many. It's all perception. Lauren is butting in.
Who's butting in?
Lauren.
Okay. What's up, Lauren?
Hmm.
Nothing, you're okay? You don't have to go to the bathroom, nothing, everything's fine? All right, I want you to just
I'm
relax.
okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right, good. You're doing awesome. I'm having a great time.
I'm feeling weird. It's weird. I'm feeling weird.
It's just resistance in yourself, okay? You are
Yeah, I
already
know.
hitting
I don't know how to let it go.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so we're just gonna back up for a second. I just want you to lay down, just relax,
oh,
take your mind off of things for a moment.
it is. It's just, it feels like dark, and I don't know why I feel this darkness now, right now.
All right. Malaya, will you tell me if there's any darkness inside of Lauren right now? Is there something dark
There
in
is. There's some darkness. It's
Okay.
like a little ant, a little bitty ant, a
Uh-huh.
little bitty ant that she's, a little bitty ant that she just needs to make leave. I
Okay.
command you, leave. Leave this body. Leave this person. Leave this mind. I am
Yes.
light and I am love, and you leave now.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. Okay, I got a feeling that ant's probably gone.
Okay, okay.
That seemed to work. I can feel the power in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All right, well, just relax. Take a nice, deep, relaxing breath. We're gonna go right back to where we were, riding on that dragon, talking to our friend Malaya, who's doing a wonderful job. I can't wait to go over this with you later, but for now, we're just gonna be in the moment, flying on the dragon. 3, 2, 1. Be there now. All right. Okay, Malaya, I got a few more questions for you. You're doing awesome. Are you still there with us?
She needs another moment.
Okay, give it a moment. Just relax. 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 You guys tell me when you're ready.
I'm here.
All right. Thank you, Malaya. Okay, so she wants to know if she's going to have any more children.
No.
No? Okay. And, what can you tell us about Bigfoot? Is that a real thing? Sasquatch?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. Are they friendly?
Yes, they're curious, but they're also scared.
Okay. And how is it that they are so elusive?
Dimensions.
Okay.
They can go from dimension to seen and unseen. They are higher dimensional beings.
They're what kind of beings?
They're higher dimensional beings. The
Okay.
3D world doesn't limit the Bigfoot like they do the human.
Okay.
They do
Um,
not have an ego.
oh, okay. And is a skunk ape, is that the same thing as a Bigfoot, or is that something different?
They are the same.
They're the same? Okay. Are there different types of Bigfoot?
Yes, there are the Bigfoot of the Himalayas. and they're the Bigfoot of North America.
Right.
They're the Bigfoot. There are different colors based on their environment.
Okay. So if they can jump around in dimensions, why would they be so kind of landlocked regionally
They,
on Earth?
they they don't jump around dimensions necessarily. It's they can be seen or unseen through dimensions. Say if there
Oh,
is a human near, they can disappear like that, but they're still in this world.
it's kind of like the same way like a spaceship might just go fourth dimensional and then we can't see it because we're third dimensional.
Yeah, it's just like invisibility.
Oh, okay. So it's still there. You just can't see it anymore.
Yes.
Okay, super cool. And all right, so that's all I wanted to know about those. I also had a question about one of the daughters, the one that kind of like acts like a dog a little bit. What's the story with that? Is that just a fun thing that she's going through, or is that a problem, or I mean, what do we need to know there?
No, she's just being fun and young, and she took some time between her last life and this one to run with the canine,
Hmm.
and it wasn't a long life, but it's still connected to her.
Okay, and so that's why her spirit animal is a wolf.
Yes,
Okay, and then
that's why she's born of the wolf and not the whale. She was supposed to be a whale, but she was still running with the wolves, and she decided to come as a wolf.
that's funny. So she missed out on her life as being a whale.
Yeah, she wasn't interested in that.
Okay, well she'll I'm sure she'll have another chance if she ever wanted to be. Um, so then I guess that means that as she grows up through life, she's going to have a real fondness for canines and things like that. Like maybe she's
She
just
loves all that is nature.
all
She is a true nature child. She's
that.
very special.
Okay. Oh, she's a crystal.
She's very special.
Okay. Okay. And was Lauren an indigo?
Yes.
Okay. And the
Her
newest one,
children are rainbow. Her children
what?
are rainbow. Her
Oh, the
children are rainbow.
children are rainbows. Okay, good to know. All right. And we love this stuff. Just a moment here. I got a lot of questions to look at. Oh, we want to talk about soul contracts in depth. So, first of all, just for me, Lauren, and anybody out there in the world that might ever see this, what can you tell us about soul contracts in general?
Soul contracts were definitely more necessary when the earth was younger.
Ah,
Soul contracts are karmatic loops. So contracts are a lot of what the problem was with the old earth.
oh,
Soul contracts do not exist in the same way on the new earth.
this makes sense to me because I run into people so often that they had a contract and they have learned the lesson that they're supposed to learn from it way ahead of time, but now they're kind of stuck with it. So in a way, it kind of inhibits growth, huh?
Yeah, it inhibits growth, and that's the reason why in the new earth they will no longer exist. That's the reason why there are detrimental lessons in this life that of contracts that are being taught as kind of a last ditch final effort,
Hmm.
but it's just for the awakening. After the awakening, contracts will be null and void.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is great information, Malaya. And so first of all, I want to ask with the father dying and the grandmother dying and even the uncle that she did the hospice with for a year. Um, was this all soul contract related stuff, or was just some of it, or what can you tell me there?
It was her father teaches her more in spirit form.
Okay.
Uh,
Grandma just had to go. We heard that. So what
yeah.
about the uncle though? She spent a year with him.
Her uncle is her guardian.
Oh,
He's a large protecting being. He is sacred. He is holy. He lived his life in his disabled body, and he kind of leveled up, and is a way to say
right.
he is very special.
Wow. So she should call on him more
He
often
is
and
very
communicate with him.
powerful.
Say that again.
He is very powerful.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is there a name we would know him by other than his regular uncle name?
Hercules.
Hercules, huh? All right. And so now he's her guardian.
He is.
Okay. So that means that she's never going to have to worry about having negative entities or attachments or anything like that in her.
Never. They can try to no prevail.
Not going to work with Herc around. Okay. And so did he actually have a life on Earth where he was this super strong man?
He was the
Okay.
strongest. And in order to learn to be the strongest, he had to live a life where he had a body that didn't work. His mind had worked, but his body did not. He
Right.
had to learn how to have his strength be truly shown and truly developed. His body and the disabled body was still very strong.
Mm-hmm.
He was very good at making strong what he did have.
Yeah.
It's very fascinating. This story is very fascinating. You should ask her more someday.
Okay, someday we maybe we'll revisit that about the uncle. Okay, let me make a note of that real quick. We'll just do that for fun. Now, I have this thing that I always say to people. I can't remember when I picked it up, but maybe you can verify. Um, I always say that the life that has the longest line to get into it is the disabled ones, because you get so much more work done in one lifetime. Is that right?
Yeah, you're not limited by the extra stuff that comes from, you know, being in this 3D world, all the vanity, all the deception. It doesn't apply to you when you're in a disabled body. So therefore, you have a much more pure ability to achieve the lessons and the mission that you seek.
Right, because you don't gotta get up, and go to work every day, and do the 9 to 5, and worry about your credit cards and
Mostly, you don't care what other people think of you.
I like that too. Okay. Okay. Let me see if there's anything more I want to ask on the soul contract. So, based on what you're telling me, Malaya, I am hearing that Lauren does not need to worry about losing one of her daughters prematurely, and she does not need to worry about her daughters losing her prematurely. Is that right?
No,
Okay. And are there any soul contracts that she is under that she has already fulfilled that we can release right now in this session today?
no.
Okay.
She can release the lessons of her sister only when she has learned the lessons of her sister.
Okay. But then once she gets through that, then she doesn't really have any other contracts left for this life other than just what her mission is.
Yeah, no, she's so close to getting her memory. She's so close to getting all her power back. She just needs to take her power back.
Yeah. Now, is there any guidance that you can give us and others out there on getting your memory and taking back your powers? I mean, how can somebody help to
You know,
facilitate that?
once you operate in that light and that love, once you can let go of all that is limiting, all that is 3D, all that is what was, once you can step into the future, into what you are, everything will come with ease. Everything will come naturally and how it's meant to.
Right on, right on. Okay. A minute here. Oh, is there a hell?
No.
Uh,
There's a hell if you make a hell. There are
right.
people that pass on and they believe that they will go to a hell and they will go to what their mind has created. And only until their mind can create the fact that they created it, only until the mind can realize what they have created can they uncreate it. So there's a hell in a sense of that, but as in the sense of what has been described, there is not. Nobody is damned to that, only by themselves, but never from another source.
Right. Thank you. That's a perfect way to put it. You can only be damned by yourself. And just in general, I know there's a lot of people out there in the world that have eczema and some similar skin conditions. Is there a general purpose of eczema from a spiritual perspective or a lesson that it usually brings with it?
Um, Most is irritation. They're irritated in their mind, whether it be a specific person or a circumstance. They're itching because they're irritated, but they're also itching because their insides are irritated from the food that they're putting into their body that is not serving them at all.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. So eczema really comes down to diet.
It definitely comes down to diet, as well as there's other elements. There are other things. There are allergies,
Hmm.
but allergies are just depending on that person and their lesson in that allergy. Everything is metaphysical.
Right. Well, I know that for me, the I had the Crohn's disease, and I know that the lesson of that was for me to learn to listen to my body. And so what I'm hearing about the eczema is that it's just a different way to do the same thing.
Yes, every ailment, every physical manifestation on one's body has to do with a message from your higher self and a message to how you're living.
Oh, okay. Okay. Um, Very interesting. Oh, and is there a particular reason as to why hers is where it is in terms of location?
No, just to get her attention.
Okay. So it sounds like it hasn't really served its purpose yet then.
She'll listen eventually.
Okay. All right. And is there any past life connection with eczema?
Just steady in this life. And
Okay.
with the placement is specific to her. It's where it's going to bother her the most. I know that feet are going to bother her, and I know that they're there for a reason, and it's to try to be the loudest.
Just trying to
And
save
next
everybody a
up
little
is
time.
her face, so I hope she gets it now.
Okay. Well, if she doesn't, I will be sure to tease her about it. All right. Help her get her attention. Okay. So I'm almost out of questions here. She wants to know, will the girls live long, happy lives?
Everyone will be here as long as they want to be here.
Right. Right. Is becoming a QHHT practitioner part of her purpose or destiny? You said,
Yes, it's something that she will do.
okay. And it'll be useful. Okay. For her.
It'll be useful to all.
Oh, good. Okay. And just a minute here. Oh, what about the cyst in Leary's throat? Is that a problem, a danger, or was it? What are we supposed to learn from that?
It's a past life. It can be removed. It's not a big deal. When Leary's older, she'll want to know her past life reason for that cyst. But yes,
Okay, so can you, Malaya, can we facilitate this happening right now in this session?
yes,
Okay, so this cyst will be gone and get smaller and smaller and go away, and it won't be a problem anymore.
yes,
And then we just have to let her remember about it so that she will look into the past life.
yes. She needs to learn of it when she is old enough.
Okay, excellent. And we'll make sure that Lauren reminds her about that at the time.
Thank you.
Okay, so okay, looks like I think you know what, Malia, I think we are out of questions, and I had a bunch of extra ones I even did, and you were just so good answering all the questions. Okay, so let me ask you this: how's Lauren holding up? I mean, if we wanted to ask a few more, is she doing okay?
Yeah, she's doing well.
All right,
Better
good.
than better than she thinks.
All right. And when we looked at that body scan, was there anything in there that she needed to know about? Anything that got fixed or healed that she'll feel better about soon?
No, overall she's very healthy. all of her manifestations are on the outside, and it all has to do with just getting her where she needs to be mentally.
Mhm. Oh, can you tell us an interesting story about a past life that Lauren and I had together?
You were brothers.
What? All
You were
right.
brothers.
When was that?
You were brothers on an island. It was it was it wasn't Atlantis, but it was like Atlantis time.
Hmm.
It was at a time of hiding who you were. It was short, but you were brothers.
Okay. Evidently, we weren't able to hide who we were for long enough.
No, there was an ending. There was an ending to all.
Oh, so like the whole island went down type of thing?
Yes.
Okay. Very interesting. And this first lifetime that Lauren saw, where she was up on the rocks and she's going down through the mist and she felt like there was a dragon around. What was happening right then? She chickened out on.
Yeah, that was for her to get over any type of fear in this situation. If she just would have walked through, she would have felt the love. I just needed her to find her love and find the peace in every situation.
Okay. Okay. Now, this life where everybody had the blue and silver on, was that a real lifetime that she lived?
Yes.
Okay. And in this lifetime, um, was she some kind of a leader of some sort or something? Or what was notable about that life?
Yes, she was a voyager. They discovered new lands.
Oh, okay. And so you were the dragon that was in that scene as well, correct?
Yeah.
And that was you both times.
Yes, but by dragon, I was just a manifestation of their fear. I'm a star people. I'm a star being.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay. And so, and also a manifestation of maybe those other people that were with her sphere.
Yeah, they saw it as evil, of fear, but she knew it was good. She knew. She knew then and she knows now.
Yes. And what lesson would be best for her to remember from that life? Like, what was the point of that life, first of
The point was that she was trying to speak of the same thing she is now. She was trying to teach those people that the dragon, that the star people, that what was coming was good. And they weren't listening. They were afraid and they were fighting.
all?
In this life, she will be more successful because we will not come as scary dragons to them. We will come as light and of love. And
Oh,
there are
beautiful.
dragons and there will be dragons, but they will be beautiful of light and there will be of love.
Oh, wow.
But the fear, the time of the fear that she had before, that is gone. There will still be people who fear,
Yeah.
but it will be more love than fear, and the love will overtake the fear.
Well, I think we will just end it on that. I love that story. All right, Malaya, thank you for coming to be with us today. I hope that we have plenty of other occasions to meet again
Yeah.
shortly. Yes, and then we'd like to thank everybody that came. Well, wait a minute. Are there any relatives sitting here that have been waiting in line quietly that wanted to come through and give Lauren a message? There's somebody that's been wanting to talk to her.
Her grandmother, her
Hi,
grandmother
Momo.
Shirley.
What do you want to say, Momo?
This is Shirley.
Oh, Shirley.
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you, Shirley. I'm sorry.
Hi. Oh, I've waited and I've waited for this.
Oh my goodness, I can feel you so strong. You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, Lauren Lachelle, I need to tell you that I'm the one that's been pushing Jesus on you because I've known your whole life that you had a connection to him. So I need you to listen to me clearly when I speak to you. Your daddy's here and he loves you too. And all the memories and all that you're going through from your childhood, I don't want you to blame anybody. I don't want you to have any hate or have any confusion in your heart. Just know that what was supposed to happen has always happened. Know that I love you, and know that I love those babies, and I'm with those babies every day. And tell your sister I love her, and I've got her baby right now, and she will come to be with her when the time is right, but she's with me right now. And she's with the and we love you, and we're here with you always. And if you listen, we will speak to all of you. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you very much, Shirley. Um, I mean, does Jesus happen to be sitting by? Does he want to come through and say anything to her himself? Once he's been come up a lot today.
Hmm.
You around, Jesus? You want to say hi to Lauren and let her know?
Jesus, Jesus is always here.
Yeah.
Jesus is always here. And just always keep in mind that what Jesus would do is what you should do. And if you just always have that constant reminder in every situation that love and light is the way to go, and peace and serenity will always be your blessing in your future.
Oh,
Amen.
beautiful. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. Holy shit.
Oh, was that fun? Was that fun?
Wow. Oh my God. That was amazing. Oh wow. And I could feel like my ego or whatever like resisting it, and I was trying so hard to just like let it go and just, oh my goodness. It was a battle inside of me for a minute though, to like I could feel like that there was darkness in there, and to just embrace it with love and try to just trust. And that was an amazing experience. Truly an amazing experience.
Really?
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Wow. Like I second guess what I see so much. Like the other day I asked to I tried to practice like visualizing and see if I could hear or if I could see a past life myself. And I was walking through like a carnival, but it was like late 1800s. It seemed like early 1900s. And I was walking through. I knew I was at the World's Fair, and there was a fire. Like people started running crazy, just running around, and this man tried to grab me, and this running through this crowd, and this guy's like holding my arm and trying to take me, and I was like a young girl, and then I guess my mother like stopped him and said, not my daughter, and took me, and then it just ended. And then I got on the internet and looked up, and there was a fire at a World's Fair in Chicago in 1890. And I was like, I think I was there. I really do. I think that's what I was being showed. And then that was also like, that was interconnected to me in a way that the people that tried to abduct me had something to do with, like the dark cabal and all the evil stuff that's done to children. And that I was almost a victim of that. And I think that was pretty freaking insane. I should have wrote that down to talk more. But there's also things I feel like that I didn't include in there in my session today, because they're things that I feel like I've been over before. Like I understand like there are things that are so fluid and so known to me, but I get in these traps of like I just get, I guess, consumed with, it's not really even consumed with the 3D world. It's I get consumed or overwhelmed or something, and I go into like a hibernation, like a reclusive, like I don't really want to say like lazy. I go into like bare minimal like hibernation really, and I just cut myself off from the earth, and I'm not advancing. I'm just existing. I don't know. And I think that's what I think my big message for today was, that I have to stop that stagnant place that I get into. And it's like I come so far just to go stagnant again. And I definitely received the message that it's time
This is
to
not
make
a
the
Lauren
action
thing,
happen.
right? This is a people thing. And this is something that's
Yeah.
going to make you special as a practitioner, is because you're going to understand this about people. Okay, and you're going
Yeah.
to say, I've been there before, right? So often, light workers will come to me and they'll say, I had a really rough go of it, right? And I'm one of the good guys. Why is the universe beating up on me, right? But then later on, they're going to tell you, if I could just help one person, right, based off all the stuff I've been through, it'd be worth it, right? And you have that ability now that you have this realization, you understand what people go through, where they're kind of fighting the session a little bit, and all these things that you went through are what your people are going to be going through, and you're going to be looking at their eyes, you're going to say, oh, I know what's going on, right? Chill out, stop fighting it, just relax, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gained a lot there just for yourself, but also that's going to help you to help others.
Yeah, definitely did. I'm definitely really thankful for this experience. And I can't wait. There's so much I want to dive deeper into, and I can't wait to do that.
No, I
And
mean, me and you are friends now, so
yeah,
we may just do stuff just for fun if I ever get time.
definitely.
But I do stuff just for fun on occasion. Yeah, the Hercules story, I got to hear it, man. I got to hear it.
Oh
I
yeah.
gotta,
Yes, yes.
I may go read like 5 Hercules books ahead of time, just make sure I ask good questions.
I want to dive into that too. I want to know more because I mean, I've always had like this feeling that, he was so powerful, and that's so amazing to me to have that connection. That's just is like wow, wow.
And
It's
I
hard. It's a
feel
lot to
that,
wrap my mind around right now.
and I feel that when we dive deep into that one, they're not even they're gonna over the Hercules story that quick, and they're gonna want to tell the story of your uncle. I think that
Right.
to tell me that's the more interesting story, and that we can live in a way that is harmless. That's when we go to New Earth.
Yeah, and that's the same message that I've been getting, and it's all about I've got to get my vibration high enough so that I've literally prayed and pleaded for my tribe, because I feel like I have this small part of my tribe, which is myself, my mother, and my sister, and I've known that there's a lot more that I need to be united with, and I feel such peace, and like my whole body. I mean, I feel like this day is definitely it's everything I needed and then some, because I can see the budding sparks of what is to come, and I know of the troubles that are ahead, and the importance of getting sustainable and getting our place set up, and this just gives me a lot more peace and positivity for that. I'm very
Growth is never pretty, right? The status quo is pretty.
mhm.
You can go work your 9 to 5, come home, eat dinner, watch the news, and you do that forever. And then you got all the rest of eternity to sit on a cloud and look at that fucking boring, think about that boring life, right? But growth is, I mean, you get growing pains with it. It's not smooth. There's going to be a transition period. And so we really have to be able to buckle down in that period and stay safe and be with our people. Yeah, it's super fun talking to you. We're friends now. You can PM me anytime you want. Don't drive for a little while.
No.
Make sure
I
you
think
get
I'm
that,
gonna go get in the pool for a little while.
yeah, get that soul seated up really good back in the body.
Yeah.
I've been sending them pretty far off these days. I don't know if I'm getting better or if it's just the veil getting thinner, but make sure you're all the way seated back in before you do anything crazy. All right.
All righty. Well, thank you so much again. I can't thank you enough, and I am truly excited and can't wait for what's to come.
All right. Well, I will definitely be talking to you later. Okay.
All righty. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye bye.